Yo, welcome to Simple Beats, your boy P. You know what it is, and I hit the subscribe button. Let's get it. So yeah, today, yo, been gone, been on vacation, real quick. You know how it is. Everybody's in need of a vacation sometimes. So I'm not gonna waste your time. Let's jump straight to we going straight to Warriors Rockets Game 7, or basically just a sum of the whole series, basically, and. Man, I'm just gonna jump off topic right away. I didn't want to come here and talk about Clippers. Honestly, I was the whole Clippers thing is just a disappointing thing. At the same time, yeah, we gonna get into it. Fuck it. But let's start with Golden State real quick. The Golden State Rockets series. See, I didn't cover every game. Not like I expected, like 100% knew it would go 7 games, but I knew I had that feeling it would go 7 games. And but what did we learn? What I learned from this, or at least what I can teach to some of our basketball people out there, is basketball at the end of the day is basketball. That's why this channel is called Simple Basketball for a reason. Everybody trying to make this sport more complicated than it need to be, instead of most of the times when shit hits the fan, you just gotta go back to basics. What is basketball? What do I need to do to win this game? Not to be the star of the game or the star of the show, or you have to do it in a spectacular fashion. Like, what do we need to do to win the game? Or what do I need to do for my team to win the game? You see, and that's where Golden State always strives. Golden State been doing this for years now, and you see, I'm not gonna underestimate Ime. I think he did the best with the squad he got. He just got Golden State, so now it was the perfect, should I say, learning lesson for when it comes to just growing pains for your team, because everybody see that the Rockets' future is bright and all that, and now it was their first playoffs, and they, were eliminated in the first round, like it's supposed to be. But y'all trying to come out there with this Detroit, the 19 whatever. I don't know what basketball Detroit was. At least they were playing basketball. I don't know. I don't understand why y'all thought y'all gonna be tougher than Golden State, or more like. At the end of the day, it's basketball. Somebody's gonna blow the whistle eventually. As you can tell, soon as the whistle, everything shifted over to Golden State, everything changed. Y'all, the only reason y'all got to Game 7 is because Jimmy Butler got hurt in the first place. If he didn't get hurt, that probably would be a 3-1 or 4-1 we're talking about here today. But yeah, Steve Kerr, yo, he got some things that you can't love everything about Ed. With You can't love everything in one person. Like, it doesn't matter who it is. And I'm saying that because I feel like Steve Kerr, he kind of like, he's right in his way. Like, the reason I say that is because, I'm gonna use a correct example, actually factual example. When they were with Team USA, he was Tatum was getting some DMPs here and there. Listen, everybody know Tatum's not supposed to ever get a DMP, ever. But at the same time, if you know that you don't need him, listen to what I'm saying. If you know that you don't need him, why overcompromise everything? Because somebody had to be sacrificed on that team. And he's good coming off the bench. He's coming off with KD. But at the same time, the script here and there, you're going to need Steph Curry and LeBron to be the stars. So if you had Tatum in that starting lineup all the time with him, it would be different. All of a sudden, Tatum, LeBron may not be that superhero, that Avenger hero, Captain America, whatever you're gonna call it. Same for Steph. So we needed that. They needed that space, and it took a lot of games for Steph to actually show who he is for the word, or on the Olympic stage, if we put it that way. But damn, did he did he prove to the world why he been Steph Curry this whole time? He definitely did. So I felt like Tatum got sacrificed. I'm saying that because you have KD on the squad. So it was pretty easy that when you have KD on the squad, you don't need him like that. That's what it is. Especially when you know KD, you know exactly what he does. You have actually coached him before. So I'm saying that because it's not like Jason Tatum is Kuminga, but Kuminga been in a weird situation with Golden State for a minute, and I felt like that shit could be worked out. But at the same time, he didn't take the deal either. They offered him at the time, so which I felt like at that he kind of dropped the ball there when he didn't take the money. But we're gonna see. Maybe everything's gonna pay off in this free agency. I'm saying that all that to get out the way that yo Udoka he respects Steve Kerr's basketball, and he just beat you straight up in basketball with better basketball play, better basketball plays, better basketball philosophy. You see, they didn't make this to a little 2K game. Like, all of us, everybody knew that Rockets had a super big lineup before the series that they're gonna throw up there that's gonna throw Golden State off guard. If we knew it, how the fuck we all expect Golden State not to know it? They probably knew that 3 months ago. So that's why that big lineup never surprised the Golden State. But when you have a big lineup like that, your half court offense is not really the greatest. You gotta have like at least like three super IQ big guys or big players to make that shit work, like flow, look fluent like oil. Because when you play in a big lineup like that, all they gotta do is sag off. They gotta let you shoot because it's not like they're gonna let you drive more or get more offensive rebounds. At least you probably got it, but it's not like that's not the game plan. And you can see, shout out to him. I'm gonna put his clip in this actually video. Let's hope that it's actually watchable. Or if it's not, I'm gonna have to erase the video. You know it is, and then I gotta put the video up again. But I'm appreciate him for showing that. You see, the Dawkins, he be working on this defensive clips. People always forget that Golden State have always had the best top 10 defense in the league this last 10 years, man. It's only the years that they're not making the playoffs that they don't have the best defense. But every year they actually will make the playoffs, so they're trying to make a run. They're always up there when it comes to their defensive part. With that said, they had a scheme. You can tell the follower. You can see how there was, you know, forcing one guy to the left, forcing one guy to that right, to that specific help defender. And people think you gotta be fast or whatever. You every time I saw a drive when Jaylen Green drove, Draymond Green was already standing there. That means if already standing, then I mean that nigga that he's their rotation is on point. It's not like he was rotating. He was already standing there. He trying to overpower some bullshit layup, and he didn't get the foul. Jaylen Green, I'm not gonna bash him like that. Like he's young, man. That nigga young. He got ways to go. Maybe he got yeah, he got the bag real early, man. So shout out to Dre. But I'm saying, yeah, he got this whole summer. He got to focus on the mid-range game. I mean, it's lost now. It's not that according to the analytics, you don't need a mid-range game, right? So, but then all of a sudden, postseason comes, and now you actually have to play basketball. So when you have to play basketball and now is your possessions, I don't know, it goes probably you probably have 40 less possessions or 30 less possessions than you used to have in a regular season game on a weird Tuesday when everybody just running up and down. You gotta make the possession count. So it is better to actually hit a mid-range shot than just throwing up bullshit threes there, left and right, and you're not even hitting them. It's not like y'all rolling. Y'all keep shooting because some analytic niggas say that you have to shoot it. Like, come on, man. Everybody that say you have to shoot it haven't played. Joe Mazzulla is telling Boston to shoot as much as possible. That's because they have the squad to do it. But that doesn't mean you have to. Still, when it comes to the playoffs, everything shrinks. As you can tell, it's not. I don't think Boston either even had a lot of games over 105 points or something in this so far. So that says a lot. But yeah, so but anyway, Jaylen Green, because he's supposed to be the guy for Rockets, that's what I'm saying. Or Thompson better get his shot going because he can't shoot for shit. But he can, he got so much stuff that he does, so it doesn't really matter. Like because he's actually the only one that actually played great for this whole series. Shout out to him. I mean Thompson, man, yeah, bright future, man. You keep doing what you're doing. Jalen Green, get in the lab, mid range all summer, nigga. All you gotta do, bro, you got the NBA money. You call ISO Joe. Call ISO Joe so he can teach you how to slow the game down. Because right now, the only players that are dominating, really, really, really dominating the league is the niggas that still knows how to play basketball and still knows that the mid-range thing is still the most effective weapon. Ant-Man, as you can see now in the playoffs, or Shea, surprise, Jokic, Murray, Kawhi, KD if he's not playing in this postseason, Jimmy Butler, Pablo, the list goes on. It's the midi that matters. Even if you're deadly, super deadly, I mean, we don't have to mention Steph Curry, even though he's been shooting more twos lately, actually this season than he been doing 2 years ago. But yeah, so Jalen Green, that's all. Mid range, man, the whole summer. Master that. Learn how to get your spots. Actually, call DeRozan, man. Call DeRozan because you need to learn how to get to the spots too. Because you fast, nigga. You can jump, you can shoot, nigga. You got it. You got it all. You got the touch. I actually believe in you. So you just gotta get into it, man. Lock in, my nigga. See you next year. So yeah, about Golden State, man. I felt like at the same time, it's like with all this mid-range talk, I'm saying that because it feels like sometimes, not even sometimes, most times, it's like some of these coaches don't even act, or whatever coaching staff, like they be going so away from the game that they think that they're evolving with the game, but you're actually going exactly. You're not evolving with the game. You're going away from the game. So while y'all going away from the game, this team still playing basketball, a la Draymond Green. Like I don't even think people are gonna talk about how good Draymond Green have been this whole year. His career is another thing, but this whole year, like he have a phenomenal season. I don't even know what to point out, but that's just the way it is. He had a phenomenal season, and you're never gonna get a statistic, especially. He's one of the players that he might get trashed the most when he retired. Like after 10 years later, people gonna go, man, that nigga averaged like 9 points, 7 points, 6 points, or 5 points. Imagine averaging fucking 9 points and you probably the third best player on the court every single game. That's how good he is. That's why when you got a Jimmy Butler and Draymond Green on the same team, bro, they gotta make it work. They're gonna make it work. And he been phenomenal this series. Shout out Draymond, still doing his thing. Jimmy Butler, bro, that's why they got you there. That's why you wanted to leave, and that's why they got you there. And I'm happy that they kind of, for the whole basketball world, like we needed this win. And the basketball community kind of needed this win because all this Jimmy Butler drama during the regular season kind of now he justifies everything. Now he justifies everything. And the next series is gonna be super interesting. So, but one thing at the end of the day, though, we're not gonna forget, man, the unsung hero, man, Buddy Hield. Listen, his season been up and down. His whole career been up and down. But today he showed why he deserved to get paid, like, I don't know, a co-star, whatever. And at least, listen, he paid his bills today, man. I can tell you that much. He earned his money. I'm really happy for him. I think this was his best game of his career, and he came at the right time. Like everybody be looking at you like a sort of a replacement for Jordan Poole and Klay Thompson, kind of at the same time, which is low key a lot of pressure. And Steve Kerr be a little back and forth because he's gonna go with who he trusts, who he knows, and Gary Payton, second or third, yeah, the second, he'd be great. But yeah, today was Buddy's day. Shout out to Buddy, man. But now you gotta carry that into the next series because y'all not playing any fools now. Y'all playing them niggas, man. So don't forget that. So shout out to the Buddy here, man. Really proud of him, man. And real quick, listen, the Nuggets Clippers is pretty simple because this is simple B. I'm gonna keep it simple. I told y'all before, even though I thought the finals the finals will not be played in LA. Let's get that straight. I was wrong on that part. But I did say Clippers is lacking that little extra. They didn't have the extra thing. Like you just gotta find a way to get 30 points just gotta come from nowhere. I don't know, through your sets, through the team philosophy. That you just gotta have some shit that just comes with the system, which they didn't have. Everything was straight out. James Harden get it. Oh, Kawhi get it. Zuba get it. Normal Power get it. That's not gonna work against Nuggets. Like Nuggets is probably you see Nuggets and Boston. Both of those teams have first of all more experience than the rest of the league when you look at the core, at least. When you look at the core, no, if you look at the core on the teams that still remains in the playoff, the Nuggets and the Boston. Now I actually think it's only Nuggets because they've been together for a long time, and that's the guys that responded: Jamal Murray, Michael Porter, Aaron Gordon. They all showed up. Now Westbrook shows up. So you don't know what you're gonna get from Westbrook because when Westbrook shows up, bro, it's a different problem for everybody. I hope everybody recognizes that now and stop playing with Westbrook's name because they've been playing with Westbrook's name for a long time. While he be one of the best players for a minute, the nigga took Wizards to the playoffs without Bradley Beal. That's what we're talking about. Bradley Beal came back later, and when Bradley Beal came back, if he actually was like it's supposed to be, they were supposed to beat that Sixers squad. But that's another story. So I said that in game one, and probably after game three or game four, I said we're not gonna underestimate the power of just being together for a long time. See, Jokic and Jamal Murray, they've been together since they were rookies, and Porter got there as a rookie. No, grew up there too. Gordon, he got there when he actually was polished, all that. So, and he'd been there through the championship. He got the championship with them, stayed. So those four can be enough for 40 minutes. It's pointed out 40 minutes. If you actually have them playing 40 minutes, they're gonna get the job done. It's the playoffs. It's not regular season now. Now they can rest. They're gonna have a hard game. If they're not gonna shoot the next shooting round, they're not gonna do it. But I believe all of them will do. But they will know how to take care of their bodies and prepare for the next game. And you can tell that's how they beat the Clippers. They didn't do anything spectacular. The only thing that was a little spectacular was the Aaron Gordon dunk. But when you're looking at the whole thing, it felt like they kind of was controlling the games their way. And I said after the game one, yo, y'all better James Harden. Listen, everything came down to James Harden, and that's why they lost at the end of the day because James Harden needed to be dominated. He needed to dominate this series, and I knew it was a possibility that he would not be able to dominate this series because they might have some. They know how to play. They're gonna force him right, force him to the help. And it's not like Jokic is running into the help. He's already standing there. He's not moving around like that. Shit, come on, man. You got too much work to do in offense. So you're already standing there waiting for you. Aaron Gordon. So now everything comes down to Kawhi. and he did his part. But the rest of the squad, where we are, Tyronn Lue should actually. I think he fucked up with not having somebody to fucking replace for James Harden for a couple minutes. With you see, like you need a. That's when you need a Reggie Jackson energy that you're supposed to have, that y'all had in Clippers before. See, y'all need the energy exactly for series like this because they needed something extra, real power, not names. Talk about real fire, energy, passion. You gonna feel it. But yeah, man, this is so. Jokic was phenomenal, man. I'm not gonna say much about him. But Murray woke up. You knew he was gonna wake up. He was looking to wake himself up. Like from game one, I could tell the way he was shooting and missing, especially game two, the way he was missing. I was like, yo, y'all better not keep letting him get in these looks because if you keep getting these looks, man, yo, basically the series is gonna shift. That's exactly what happened. So we're not gonna overcomplicate this thing with, of course, Bogey could play more, Batum should play more, a lot of players should play more, but I think that James Harden energy, like James Harden is the mellow, he's the same. Like I'm not gonna talk about Carmelo Mellow, but he's like smooth, he's chill, like everything is kind of the same. Even if when he's getting his buckets, it's not like you're gonna see some extra energy out of him. Like you can't sense it. You see when you watch Russell Westbrook through the TV, you can sense his energy. You can sense the energy from James Harden, and that's kind of what was missing. And it's not his fault. I just think that you gotta have somebody at least that can replace him real quick for a couple minutes, and you actually feel it and see it what happened. Not that he goes to the bench now. Bogey trying to get going. Y'all supposed to have something already sustainable enough for him or for the team. When bro, you're supposed to have a playoff backup point guard, man. That's all I'm saying, man. I'm not gonna put too many words around it. So yeah. So now shout out, man. Kawhi, good job, man. At least you got out of this season healthy. So I hope he can just stay healthy through to start the next season and get through that full next season because yo, just give us one. God, basketball gods. Let us have Kawhi for a full season. That's it. FS EuroLeague real quick. Oh no, let's jump to quick preview. Minnesota, Golden State. That's a crazy matchup, man. I don't know. I'm not gonna pick a winner on this one, man. I ain't gonna lie. I'm really conflicted. All I know is Minnesota, y'all not playing Lakers. That's all I can say. So y'all better get that out of your head. Whatever, yo, you niggas, see, I all the talk in the streets, my nigga. Yeah, you doing your thing, young king. Whatever you trying to be. Shit, you're already going into a Hall of Fame, but whatever you're trying to do, I see that you're on that pace. Do it. But you see what happened when you start talking about Kyrie Irving too early. And I know you learned that lesson. But it's Steph now. So yeah, they gotta be careful because all that they don't have the same type. They don't have the space or room for error that they had against Lakers. They don't have that at all against Golden State. And Lakers, they play full ISO, two big forwards. Like this, it's slower. But now it's gonna be a lot of moving parts. You gotta pay attention every fucking half second. Like you have to pay attention on what everything that's going on. If you're not even used to it, that alone can wear you out because everybody can have the greatest season. All of a sudden, Golden State pops up. You're gonna lose, and nobody even gonna talk about why you all lost. That's how crazy it is. But it's all that running and running and running, bro. Steph Curry is running. If Steph is not running, now you got Buddy running. If you know you got Buddy running, you got Jimmy. But like they running through every set. So Podzimski, yo, shout out to him, man. Great playoff debut, man. Shout out to him. He actually grounded out this whole Golden State thing, man. Like, he done his part, man. He actually got a dunk and one. He's supposed to be at one. Shit. So But for Golden State to win, everybody need to be play big. I'm talking about play big. I'm talking just straight up deliver. No, not playing big like that. For Minnesota, it's kind of the same. So it's all about who's gonna deliver. This is a straight up war. Who's gonna hit shots and not? Because I know Minnesota already present a more physical team, but Rockets already play physical too. And I think Rockets are more physical team, but Timberwolves are just better basketball team, if you can put it that way. But Golden State have ways to take away a lot of stuff that y'all good at. So, and they will do that. So I think a lot of this series gonna come down to Julius Randle. And that's it, basically. When it comes to that series, then we have man, Eastern Conference shit. Listen, Celtics gonna beat Knicks. They don't. Nobody care about that little Nick energy. That Nick energy. They're trying to. Man, listen. Shout out to Bronson, clutch player of the year. He's doing his thing. He actually really validated why he got the clutch player of the year too. This with I think it was game six, whatever, last game. He silenced the whole thing. So shout out to him, man. But yeah, I was supposed to talk about a little bit about the FS and the Panathinaikos. By the game five tomorrow, I said from the beginning this was a must watch series, and it's been that, and it's 2-2 now. FS doing their thing. I don't know who I want to win, man. I like the FS energy, but shit, same time, Panathinaikos look like, man. Imagine having semifinals Panathinaikos versus Olympiacos. That's gonna be crazy. But I like the FS energy. Let me put it that way. Shout out, man. Hit the button. You know what it is. Yeah, we back. Peace.